Put up to 3 cards from the environment trash on the bottom of the environment deck. Okay, so there's only one, but it's a good one, the positive energy field. So we will put that on the bottom of the environment deck. And that helps with Deadline's scheme as well. And you can draw as many cards as you move this way. So he's going to draw a card. Let's just put these back on top here. And now, because a card came into play, we have to have the negative energy field go off. So that means 47 for him, 17 for him, and she does indeed get hit. So Wraith is down to 25. She's got nothing to buffer her. And so that is done. So the environment turn's finished. Over here now to Deadline. There's no start of turn things to play. No catastrophes in play. So we flip. Calculated orogenesis comes into play. Nothing to be done with it. So we move to the end of the villain turn. There aren't 3 in play, so he draws another card, which is another catastrophe called Subduction Superzone. And now we move on to this one, the Ataxia Sphere, which says, actually, we got to do this again, don't we? So we played 2 cards. So everybody's going to lose, everyone's going to get 2 infernal damage. And the Ataxia Sphere says at the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the lowest HP, which is Ra, 2 infernal damage. So he's down to 13. So he is in a bit of trouble. If that targets a hero character card, that hero's player may either discard 1 card or shuffle the trash into their deck. Might as well shuffle this card into the deck. Interesting. Ra deals 1 target 1 fire damage and can use an additional power this turn. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to use that. So I'm going to use the Flame Spike. So Ra deals 1 target 1 fire damage. Okay. I'm going to keep moving in for the kill here. So we're going to hit Deadline for that. So Deadline's down to 44. And because a card came into play, these top 3 guys lose 1 each. I'm going to switch colors here, make it a little bit better. Increased damage dealt by Ra by 1. So when I used the Flame Spike, I actually do 2 damage to Deadline. So he's at 42. And now we're going to use the Blazing Tornado. So Ra deals 1 target 3 plus 1, so 4 damage. So we're going to hit him again. So he's at 38. And we can use a second power, which is going to be Pyre, is his inherent skill. 1 target does 2 plus 1 damage for 3, which brings him to 35. So Ra's played a card, he's used 2 powers, he draws a card, and his turn is finished. Over to Wraith. I will do this one. I'll put the Stun Bolt into play. The reason is if I can get a bunch of those in play, if I can get a bunch of equipment. Hang on, what's this one? Sorry, it's 1 projectile damage. Yeah, that's so-so. So we're going to play that one out, and because then if we ever get down to Inventory Barrage, that would be a powerful card to get into play. Okay, so we're going to play that card, and we're going to use a power. In fact, she gets to use 2 powers. So I'm not too worried about her health because, oh, we played a card, didn't we? Back to the negative energy field. So what does that mean? That means 1 off of everybody. So Deadline's at 34. Ra is at 11. Wraith is at 21. So she can use 2 powers this turn. So the first one is she's going to deal 1 target 3 projectile damage, which is going to go against Deadline. So 31. And she can use an additional power this phase because of her utility belt, but she can't use the Razor Ordnance again. So she might use this one. The Wraith deals one target 1 projectile damage, and until the start of her next turn, reduce all damage dealt by that target by 1. You know what? That's not that big of a thing. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play out her stealth again, which is going to protect her. So just put the eyes like that. That's going to protect her from the next attack. Okay, so she's done. She draws a card. And we're finished. Except we go to the sidekick deck. It's the bunker card, flip to the depleted side. So one player may play a card. Select a hero, prevent the next damage dealt to that hero by 2. Or one player can take a card from their trash into their hand. Okay, so he's saved from the next 2 damage that's coming his way. Wraith gets to do one, so she can play a card. So we're going to put throwing knives. She's going to play a card. What that means is the negative energy field is going to kick in again. Now, we played one card, so that's 1 damage to Wraith, 1 damage to Ra, but because of these 2 effects, they're both going to survive those. So that gets discarded. They're fine. We'll take the eyes off of my chart, but Deadline still gets 1 infernal damage. So he's at 30. Okay. That's it. Environment turn. Draws a card. It's the Portal Fiend. At the start of the environment turn, which is now over, this card deals the non-environment target with the second highest HP X psychic damage, where X equals the number of cards in the environment trash. And right now there's 1. Okay, nothing to do there. The card was played, however, which means 1 more HP off of all these guys. So 29 here. 10 for Ra, he is in trouble. And 20 here. Over to Deadline. Start of the next turn. Let's end the video here, and we'll pick it up with Deadline's turn when we come back.